we here? This is it.
Yeah. Hold on. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Huh. There's no reactions yet. Good morning. It is
Good morning.
July 13th, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Um,
And we're here.
and we're here to talk about
Stuff. All the stuff.
fairies and dreams and the supernatural and trauma healing and
And
moments of.
an amazing live music and how
Yeah.
how yeah, and like how new things are fun. Going to new places is fun. And that mean that in all the on all the levels.
Yes, that's so. We are going to new places.
New places. Actually, truly, I wanted to talk. I was going to maybe talk about how it's not fun. How change is hard. Making the changes at that the dreams might invite us to, or like similar to last week, and how healing doesn't feel like we think. Like in particular, my dreams are like, um, offering. I say that, but it doesn't feel like an offering. I know it's an offering, but to me it feels like an imperative because it's so like dramatically feels crappy to do the other thing.
To not do what
That
the
right,
dreams
to
are
not
asking you
change.
to do.
Yeah, to not do it differently feels so not good.
Instead of it being a thing you've always done, it now
Yeah.
feels like really shitty.
Yeah, like I'm like, oh yikes,
Yeah.
that is like
I feel that too a little bit. That's
like
interesting. You want to
like,
get specific?
yeah, I'll get specific as and I guess it's really vulnerable to get specific because I feel shy about it. Like sometimes I don't, like, but in this case, I really do. Like it feels, I don't know why it feels so, and also like my dream feels so beautifully specific to me, and I feel like I can't, for that reason, like the intimacy of it, I don't know if it, I hope it translates, to people, like in the way that it is, it packs the deepest punch that I have felt in a really long time.
Boom.
Yeah, so I can say that, and and hope. So I had a dream that um I was in a really awesome place that, like, it was just a dream, just concocted by the dreams, that had basically all the things that I really love and think are super cool in one place. Like, and
Well, like, what are some of
it
those
was like
things?
a store, restaurant, like bookstore, magazine shop. It was in the South. Like it was like just all these things that I really love. And it had like all the restaurant was like all cool stuff that I love. It was like general store-ish. Like it had like just really fun, cool things.
Uh-huh.
And like you could stay there for a long time. And I had like a table, and I like ordered literally like the first thing I ordered was carrots and celery because those are like two of my favorite things.
Uh-huh.
And it was just like the vibe was like slow southern vibe, like, and I love books. Like I used to go, like going to Barnes and Noble or whatever, going to the bookstore and like being able to look at things and like not have someone come and say you can't do that, you have to buy that or whatever. It was just like really cool. You could get up from your table and like walk around, and like, so I was just like, I had my stuff for whatever the day might bring, and I had my journal and like my crayons and like, and I would get up and look at books and like bring one over that I thought was interesting and like open up my journal, and like it was just the best. And occasionally a lovely woman would come over and be like, would you like anything? It was just like, oh my God. So anyway, I was doing that, and then they were closing, and I was like, oh shit, like they're closing, I gotta go. So again, it wasn't like urgent, but I was respectful because that, and I went over to pay my bill, and the woman said, I mean, I swear my total was like $7, but anyway, she was like, your total, this is your total, but I took 30%. I added 30% for my tip, like autograt for those in the biz, you know. But she did it just for me, my one person. She's like, I got it, I added it. This is your total. This is what you owe me. And I was like, okay, well, here's like $5 more. I want to give you. This is like it's so vulnerable. Like, oh, I'm sorry. But in the dream, I said, you know, I'm gonna give you $5 more because, you know, and
on top of the 30?
Yeah, on top of the 30 that she already gave herself. Yeah, okay. That she gave herself and for play and let me know. And I was like, no, that's not enough. Like, I want to give you $5 because, like, whatever. So, and she was like, so then there are these. I left out an important thing. I had this really cool doll, like that I brought with me, that I really loved, and as a kid, I loved dolls, and like so I had this doll with me that I just had at the table with me, like while I was doing stuff, and the doll fell out of my bag, like as I was trying to pay this.
Extra money.
As I was trying to pay the woman, I was so embarrassed. You know, in the session, I wasn't embarrassed. I was like, I hadn't gotten it yet in session, so I was like, yeah, so like I'm paying this woman because like I know what it's like to, and tips are really where I make my money, and that's like really important, and I understand
She's your sister.
that. And so I'm like, so there are these like 12-year-olds, this group of 12-year-olds, and they are fucking, wow, very energetic, very like, ragtag is the word that I used when I was describing the dream. They were, and they were just like, they ran over and they like picked up my doll, and I was like, they can't have my doll, like, and they were just like picking it up and looking at it and talking about it and not paying attention to me at all. They were just like kind of playing with it, and like they were just really energetic, and and I was like trying to be just very like calm and kind to this woman. Do you guys already get it? Can you feel it already? So then in session, you know, my therapist was like, just, you know, be one of the kids. And so I was one of the kids, and it wasn't hard. Like, even before he asked me, I was already feeling it. Like, as he was reading the dream, I was already, like, feeling it.
What it was like to feel that.
Yeah, and, like, feeling the energy of that. So I was just like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Like, I know, I'm just like, rah! Like, very feral, wild feeling, but, and just, like, great. And, like, you know, very energetic and wonderful, and, like not, and then comparing it to me in the dream, who's like, oh, I'm going to thank you so much for everything today. I'm giving, here's $5 more because I know what it's like to be you. Like, and I was just like, the stark difference between those two energies was like, I was like, this is not. So my idea is like that I am a kind and loving and compassionate person, which, not that I'm not, but like, dude, these preteen, these like, you know, preteen, like the 12-year-olds are like, so, you know, in session it was interesting because my, you know, my therapist like was like, okay, like, cool, I get what you're saying, like with the tipping and the thing, and that's like a real thing, but like his thing was like that the doll dropped out of my bag at that moment that I was trying to give, you know, the woman. So that was like, hey, that's interesting. And then you know, these kids are like, hey, look at this doll, it's really cool, like, and I'm like, hey, that's my doll, I really love it, you know. And so then that helps me engage with the kids too. Like, I'm like, I'm not like, you know, I'm leaving and I'm like, I want my doll back or whatever. And then I go outside, and actually there are people literally breaking into Sean's car, like my car, like the car that I, um, and I said, like, I yelled at them, which is very not like me. And so me yelling at them, actually, when I feel into that, it was the same energy as the 12-year-olds, like these like very wild kids. Like I didn't even, I was like, I saw these people breaking in with one of, and I was like, no, without like thinking anything. I was just like, don't do that, which is, yeah, whether it's is unusual for me.
And what it feels like.
So,
yeah.
And it feels so even in the dream, I was like, I get that I literally do that exact thing with the tipping. So there's one example from my life. But at the time in session, I was like really struck by how different those energies were. I was just like totally blown away. And I mean, it's literally, I feel sick as I'm sharing this. I feel sick right now in my belly. I feel like really nauseous and like roily in my belly, which is not something I feel. So I think just like the vulnerability of sharing it and how like I'm not sure. I don't know. Is it the trauma? Is it trauma? Usually, like nausea is often trauma. Like I don't know. Is it just the vulnerability of sharing that like this is how I am, but who I really like? What I'm being asked to do is like be one of the 12-year-olds, and like it's really uncomfortable. It's like really, really uncomfortable. And I had another dream that then like further solidified that this is a thing to do. It's like if I needed more
information.
Yes, if I needed more information, I
more
got
of
it.
A case
and it was
made.
even more. It was connected to like my mom and so which is just really painful. This there was like a beautiful magical frog, and this woman was like, that's my frog. And in the dream I was like, clearly it's my frog. It's like literally the coolest thing. And it's all striped, my very favorite colors in the world. And like I didn't feel like I felt like it's everybody's frog, which is part of the thing. I feel Ellen Leonard right now. Like it's like my all together now or something, So it's really the dream is, oh my God, I just like want to stop all this. I'm like, I'm talking too much and I'm
it's great.
So it's really about, and the more that and even in session I was like, like, oh my God, like, that is like it's about how I really put everyone first. And it is to the detriment of myself, like it really is. And it's so uncomfortable for me to just do what I want without first making sure that everyone else is okay and everyone else has what they need. And the thing that's so hard is like, as one of those 12-year-olds, it's really different. Like it's like so the opposite of that. It's just like grab it and grab what I want and go and not feel bad about it.
But there's no consequence for it.
Yeah. Like it's like as the 12-year-old, it's like, it's clearly the soul. Like it's because this is how I feel when I'm really in myself, and when I was just with a child the other day and we were playing, and it's like it was like I was just like, this is what we're doing. It's like the beingness, the full embodiment. There's no story at all going on inside my head. There is no story. There's, as a 12-year-old, it is just what's happening. It's like, I like this doll. There's no story going like, you can't do that because this or that. Right. That's not yours. It is wrong. You are going to get in trouble. Nothing.
It's just not there.
It's just being in this,
Yeah.
being this with my friends, running around, like, just like there's
no beta brain.
Yeah. So, so I now, since I had this dream and worked the dream in session, and it is like, it is a place of no, I feel like this door has been blown off the hinges, so I can't close it again. And I can't not see it. So what I'm dealing with is the reality of seeing how it is, this behavior has become so baked into.
You just do it all the time.
Yeah, I just do it all the time. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But now now I'm like, oh shit. Here it is when I walk the dog. Here it is when I'm in my house. Here it is in this room in my house, in that room in my house, in this room in my house. I mean, it is like ad nauseum. Here it is with Wake. Like when I left you the voice when I called you, like in the morning, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I did it. I just did it. Like, it just happened again. It just like, it's so, like, it's, oh man, you guys, like, I hope this is landing because it's incredible how the story, like, the great thing was in session when I was like, when it was brought to me, like, maybe this is like what is the tipping, and like even just when the idea just was brought up that it might not be like good, for me or whatever, like it might not be, I was like, I didn't have an obvious reaction, like I wasn't reactive, but I was like, no, and like this is really, in the dream, it felt like this is what I do. It's really important to me. It's like it's like very and that is so appalling to me now. Like, I'm just like, wow, really? Because the more I spend time, and I haven't even, the more I can like have the grit and find the grit and work through this, I'm going to throw up. Like, not just throw up, it's like, I don't even know what, like something bad is going to happen if I continue to be one of the 12-year-olds, like, so it's like this really visceral, like, not good feeling, and so the more I make other choices when I see, and I step toward the 12-year-old and not that other thing I'm like, it's so scary and so uncomfortable, and then it like gets bigger. The 12-year-olds get bigger, and then that's really scary, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how, like, to let go of that, like, compassionate blah 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 is like, wow, it's really,
right. What is it even like?
I don't
it's just
even,
the beginning of some. Yeah. But you know it and you feel it, and it's
and it's
undeniable.
Right, and I think the story, now that we're talking about it, if I were to IFS it or whatever, like give that protector a voice or whatever, would be, or some, it would be like, as though that as though it's black or white. It makes it black or white. Like, I will have no compassion. I will just be a selfish asshole.
Right.
And like, how can my dreams be asking me, if I really take it, if I mean, I haven't even thought it out this much, but like, I think that's kind of in there, is like all this stuff of like, no one's gonna like me, like I'm gonna be like a jerk now, like I'm just gonna take things,
what are people going to be if I don't give them their 30%?
Right. And so here's one of the things that I've been doing is like, okay, this is how, like, is at the co-op, I've been always rounding up. So they do things at businesses where you can round up to the nearest dollar, and then they give that to a charity. And I always round up to the nearest dollar. And I haven't been doing that. I haven't been rounding up to the nearest dollar. And it's like so intense in the moment when I'm like, don't say it. Just don't say. I notice how much I want to just say, like, just go ahead and round up. And then it's even worse if they ask me. Usually I volunteer, of course. I
Right.
volunteer, round up. They
Right.
don't have to ask me. But if the person asks me, then I have to say no.
Mm-hmm.
And then then there's that. So
Mm-hmm.
all those, all the things. So it's like this is what I'm talking about, how it is like there are so many ways that it's here. It's like having to do with the like vacuuming the carpet, I think, just
Mm-hmm.
like it's like really like
There's two energies,
yeah.
and you get to like feel into whether you're tipping 30% more giving or just feeling this
Yeah. Well,
thing.
then I also ask myself, like, what do I want?
Mm-hmm.
What do I want? Like when it was like the movie, like
Mm-hmm.
Superman, and like I was like, oh my god, like there's no. I mean, I've been talking about Superman, like of course I want to see Superman, but then it was like, oh, like Wake, and his girlfriend, it would be so fun to go with him, and then they
Mm-hmm.
were like, oh, but we're going on Friday, and I was like, oh, I guess we're not gonna go, and I was like, no, like what do I want? I
Mm-hmm.
want to go.
Mm-hmm.
I already promised someone I'm going next weekend. I still want to go now. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going now. Like, and I feel like I'm betraying that other person
Mm-hmm.
who I'm going to go with next week. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like they're going to be mad at me and not want to be friends anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. So that's how crazy. Like, that's how crazy. you know.
It's not crazy at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
It's totally sane. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the problem that you're having is
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah.
totally sane.
Yeah.
It's, like to consider all these different ways that our behavior is going to affect this person and that person and then
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
fuck with our
Mm-hmm.
security or our safety
Mm-hmm.
or,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When the 12-year-old just is like, doesn't give a fuck, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my work, and I'm really, I mean, it's, I mean, talking, there's like, it's great because I love it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard, but it's both. It's like, and
I
it is
love it
helpful.
and it's nauseating.
It is helpful to talk about it. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
still have this feeling in my belly. Like, it's like so, it's like there's something lead and heavy in my belly and
Mm-hmm.
clench. It's like such a clenching,
Mm-hmm.
more than a nausea. It's like,
Contract.
yeah, something, and
Sure.
it's not relaxed, that's for sure, so it's yeah, so, and that's what I have to, that's what's there every time I'm like, oh, here's another one of those things. And
Mm.
sometimes, I mean, most of the time what's been happening to
Mm.
be even more like whatever, like revealing, most of the time I compromise myself.
Mm.
Like when I reach the point, like, and I'm like, okay, here we go.
Right.
I actually, like, with like dishes is an example. I wrote and I asked Wake and his girlfriend to do their dishes before they left the house,
Mm-hmm.
and they did, and that's great. But like in general, this is so dumb, but this is life. This is it. This is it. Like, this is the is that there are dishes, like, it's everywhere. Like, everywhere's a spiritual practice, or everywhere, like, for me, there's like in everything. So there's like a pile of dishes, and I just don't like it. I don't like it. Doesn't feel good. Like, I don't like dirty dishes all around.
Mm-hmm.
And then my brain does this interesting thing, because it's like, but what do I want to do? I don't want to do the dishes,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't like the mess of it, but I don't want to do them.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm like, oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the thing, as the 12-year-old, I don't even fucking, I don't see the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even see, they're not even a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't see them. So, I have to, like, I'm like, okay, literally I've been like, I'll just do one. Like, it's like, that's, okay, I know this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to do one of them. It's kind of, and that's how it's like, it feels like,
so
like
cool.
the compulsion, thing that's been built in, or
Mhm.
whatever, like but it has this energy of like an addictive energy,
Mm-hmm.
like all these behaviors, like,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah,
Yeah.
like control, I guess it is, controlling
Yeah.
the trauma and stuff.
It's so amazing to hear you talk because I can just feel in my body like this is like what change is like.
Mm.
Like change is like not like, oh, I'm gonna do the new thing because I had this insight
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna change my behavior. That wasn't serving me, so I'm gonna do it differently.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like, holy shit, like it just this feels really different.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, it's like I had this dream of this 4-year-old girl slapping this alligator, and what does that feel like versus the compulsion
Mm-hmm.
stuff? I don't have like a lot of clear examples like you do
Mm-hmm.
around it, but it's like that's that place of change. It's like holy shit, you know, like where it is this like place where you now see that you do this all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and it serves you.
Mm-hmm. It
There's a
has,
way
yeah.
it has
Mm-hmm.
served you and
Yeah.
continues
Yeah.
to serve.
Yeah. Oh,
It continues to make
yeah.
life more smooth,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It continues
Yeah.
to do these things that, okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, all right, now what, Amy?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right? It's like, what do you, now what, right?
Right. And
Yeah.
another like side effect of this is, um, oh my, like I'm so grateful for the dreams and stuff because it's like so wild. Is that it's because you never know the side effects of like going to your dream place and like doing this stuff. And one of the side effects is that I have, it's so interesting. Like there's some, I can feel something in me that doesn't want to say, that doesn't want me to say this out loud. Is I'm like, oh, the more I ask myself actually what I want or what is, I know the answer. Like I didn't used to even know what I wanted because of my mom and my trauma and what. So I actually, what I'm finding is that I know. So the 12-year-olds are getting a little bit more of a, you know, audience from me, you know, so I'm like, oh, and then to be like, oh shit. So that discernment will come in of like, I just want boom. And that's really scary because I'm like, I didn't even have time to consider.
To consider like, all the different options.
You know, it's like, and then what, you know, what will if I really am listening to this and as I continue to be in the process of really listening and giving that more space in the other stuff, less, you know, like I feel like, you know, it feels like like my whole life as I've known it will, you know, will change. Which is, you know, is scary. Even when I could really use a change because, you know.
Yeah, but it's also not like all of, like, it is dramatic and it's also acclimation, right? So it's like everything will be different. But in a way that we can do it, if that makes sense. It's not like I'm just, you know, like completely flip it. Like one day you're doing this, one day you're tipping, and then the next day you're the 12-year-old. It's like moving in between these two things. And even your life being different is not what your ego is saying your life is going to be different. Like, great, I'm going to be the 12-year-old girl and super happy and everyone's going to hate me.
Right,
or something like that.
Right.
You know,
And
like,
I'm
well, I guess that's the price I have to pay for my soul.
Right.
Everyone's going to hate me. As if that's, you know, like, well, fuck it. I'll just go live in the forest, but at least I'll be the 12-year-old. Yeah. It's like, not, it's the dreams are like, here's the next step.
Right. And the next step is like, I know what I know because I've done this work for so long and I actually have faith and trust in it. And it is helpful. Is that what is happening? I can engage my rational mind and it can be helpful, which is like the thing that's happening is this is just this exercise, you know, these exercises, are just bringing me closer to who I really am, like more more of who I really am and my soul can actually have more space, you know, within me and be more realized on this earth. So and this is a part of that. It doesn't mean it has to come in as extreme where I'm like, you know, just being like whatever.
The dreams will throw us, right? I think that's what, like, I just started working with a client, a new person, and so they just had their third session, and each dream has like been like it's thrown them, right? But it doesn't mean it's just like thrown them off balance, or like for you, like, or for me, like feel a little dizzy, or just like the nauseating feeling, like coming down into the like visceral experience. It's like, but it doesn't blow the whole thing up. Even though the dream could be like, it's blowing the whole thing up.
Right.
You did that. You did this, and that. Like, this person's mind is being blown by the early dreams. It's like, holy shit! Like, it's like, here's what you do all the time. The first dream is like, here's what you do all the time. And they're like, fuck. It's like, we're just opening up. We don't know why, like we have ideas about it. So that was like, the first dream is they're doing this thing to be seen, basically. And they're like, yeah, do that all the fucking time. And then by the third dream, they're in a helicopter crash. And it's like, what, like, whoa, like, so in their body, it's like, they don't even, like, we're in this place, we're seeing how the trauma comes in, and it's not gonna flip you out completely. Like the ego is gonna come back to pride and shame, and it's just, but it's also expanding and changing and being obliterated.
Right.
It's like gentle obliteration.
Well, also that's impressive, that example, because when I first started, with this dream work, and I literally, I think it was, I mean, maybe more than a year. I want to say a year. I feel like I could not. I literally had no capacity, truly, to even really feel and see for sure how I was doing those things all the time. Like I was that like traumatized, and I just, so it was like it just took the dreams over and over and over, and very, very, I mean, I had amazing, like very lovingly and sweetly, with a lot of shame stuff and anima, like for anima for years, just because the shame that I had was whatever, so was a lot. And so that's incredible, that anybody could be like open enough and trusting enough to be like, oh shit, that is, oh, I can see that, like, because it,
well, it's also for me, like, as the therapist, being able to explain how this is all going to unfold, like, so I was able to do that really early with them. So it's like, here's the thing, like, this is, you're going to get your fucking mind blown, but don't worry about it. It's almost like this thing's going to happen, and you're just going to be open to it. And the third session ended, he's like, what the fuck? I was like, he's like, no, you gave me the heads up. Like, he's like, yeah, so,
yeah, it's fun to just, because like even just returning to the dream place, even if it's like slightly removed, as a watcher or whatever, it's still so powerful, like I really remember that, is because it still holds the vibration of that reality, reality. And like I remember so clearly, like even if you just, for instance, using that as an example, like not the helicopter crash dream or whatever, where you're just like, it's so kind of whatever, shocking trauma, but just like even going back and thinking, having a thought awareness of like that helicopter crash, or like is like part of it, it's so incredible. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. I love the dream work. Yeah, wow.
All right, any questions? Let's open it up to questions.
Yeah, should we just mention the awesome concert? I tried to find them on Instagram to tag them, but I don't think they're on Instagram. But there are other bands and people with that name.
Oh, really?
So yeah. So I thought
that was KALOS.
Yeah, and their website is kalosmusic.com.
They're foot stomping,
and they
Scottish.
It was so incredible. We went to this place called Knoll Farm, and
in Waitsfield.
And it was, I've never been there, like, and it was so beautiful and magical, and then everything
just
about
this
it.
Huge barn up above Waitsfield, and you see the entire mountain range, and they're just in this open area.
It was so magical, and like
our friend Jared is playing accordion and keyboards, and other guys playing guitar, and the other guys playing
fiddle and
fiddle
mandolin.
and mandolin
Yeah.
and just this depth of this old music brought into the modern.
Yeah, what did he? I was like, oh shit, I forgot what he said it was, like Celtic something, or they found a way to describe what they feel like they're doing, but I can't remember. But it's like, it has roots in very very old music, but they kind of put their spin on it, and and they have some originals that are in the same, style or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Beautifully,
it was
like,
so incredible, and like the
No.
backdrop and and it wasn't, the crowd was, for me, I had, like I said to you, I think I said to you walking back to the car, is I didn't know that this was exactly what I needed. But when the music started, even like I had seen them play at this really small, at a house concert, and where you couldn't, like, I literally couldn't move,
It was like a room filled with lots of
filled,
people.
and this time it was like I could get up and dance and move, which was so helpful because the music is so intense, like in my body, like it's like helpful to move, and just all the feelings that it brings up, and all the, like, the longing of the accordion and the fiddle and that music in general, and some really, like, really upbeat and really, like, more sorrowful, like deep,
Lots of feeling.
Yeah.
It's like the fiddle, but then the melancholy of the drone of the accordion of the just like created this entire backdrop for this thing that then would become like foot stomping. Yeah, and this like extraordinarily beautiful mountainside.
I mean, I close my eyes a lot to just feel it, but when I open them, like, it also a thing that I loved, and this is one of my favorite things, and often whatever, is watching the band is like, I mean, is second to the music, is my favorite thing, and is part of it for me. And my favorite is when I can feel the band members being there with one another, where where it feels like they're just playing for pleasure, and they're really connecting, and it's not like trying to connect with the audience. It's like they are connecting, and it was so, like, the way Jer, like, was, they make the eye contact and, like, kind of signal each other stuff or whatever, and, like, and then at the end when it was, like, so insane, like, what because they played like 3 different songs, I think, without any break in between them, and it was like it was like more and more and more, and our friend, like, it makes me want to cry, just like he just, like, is so beaming, like you can feel him feeling the music, and, like, loving it, they're just, like, loving doing it, and oh my gosh, it was so wonderful. It was so great. So that was special, and Knoll Farm, for those of you who live around here.
Yeah, they have shows I guess every Saturday night now.
I mean,
check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
And they're not even sponsoring us.
Yeah, and bring bug spray.
Bring bug spray.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't so bad for me, but people complained a lot. It's outside. It's summer.
Yeah.
There are bugs and black flies and stuff. But yeah, that was awesome. Yay! Music and doing things, and
and you can join us. Become an Oh Shits of the Fairy member.
yeah, totally. We'll make stickers. And
we'll give. All right.
Extra points.
All right. Well, we have to get
Soul
to the movie
points,
by 1.
Mark Duplass. Soul points. Very good. Anyway.
Yeah, we have to get to the Superman by 1.
Yeah, so we gotta get to Superman. Gotta go because I gotta get Starbucks before, because I love it.
And there's a record at Burlington Records that I think I want to get.
So.
It's an agenda. All right, everybody.
Okay.
We love you.
Bye. We love you so much.
Bye.
DM us if you want.
Yeah.